point now. Surface area and volume of prism. I can find surface area and volume of prism.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
Cool. Surface area, that would be the 2D side of a prism. All of the 2D sides of a prism. So like a Kleenex box has how many sides?
6.
What?
6.
We also call the side, what's the mathematical term?
Faces.
Faces. So you find the area of all of the sides of the faces, you add them up. Volume is how much you can fit inside the shape, yes, no?
Yeah.
And then how do you name a triangular prism or a rectangular prism? How do we name them? What do we name them?
By their base.
By their what?
Faces.
Cool. And bases are going to be congruent and... All right, formulas. Does surface area have a formula?
No.
There are formulas that are out there for different types of prisms, but we're just going to understand that if you add up all the sides of a prism, that is your surface area, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry, if you add up the area of all the sides of a prism, that's the surface area. And then volume, does that have a formula?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You guys need to answer my questions. And the formula is what?
Capital B.
And what does capital B stand for?
Area base.
And does that change depending on the prism?
Yes.
So for example, a triangular prism might have is going to have a different formula for the area of a base, right? Because triangles are divided by 2. Rectangles are not. So here's your example. We actually did, for calculating the volume of this rectangular prism, we used length times width times height for the last time in our lives, right? It technically is correct, but only for this. What happens is people get confused and they use length times width times height for any type of prism. It only works for a rectangular prism. This works for anything that is a prism. Area of the base, capital B, times height. So the area of the base is what?
40.
And the height is what?
6.
6. Cool, right? Down here, your Toblerone bar, same situation. What kind of prism is this?
Triangular prism.
Can everyone answer?
Triangular.
So if this is my base right here, and this is my base because they're congruent and parallel, what is the area of the base?
20.
Well, the base is 4. The height is what of the base?
10.
10. And then we have to divide that by what?
2.
That's the formula, right?
Yes.
So then it's going to be 20. And then we're multiplying it by, what is this thing called?
Height.
That's called that's the height, yeah, because it's between 2 bases, right? So that's where we get 20 times 20. This is the area of the base. That's the height. Yes, no?
Yes.
And then the last thing we did was surface area. Again, you just find the area of each face. So we have this highlighted. I know we kind of like mixed over some colors, but the front and the back, which I'm tracing here, are both 10 by 6s, right?
Yes.
So we calculated each of them. The greens would be the sides, it looks like, and the reds would be the top and the bottom. We added them all together, and we got
248 units squared.
248 units squared. We cool with that?
Yes.